This is the Capcom Fighting Collection, and it includes what is my favorite fighting game of all time. I'll get into that in a minute. Now, this is available on PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. Everything you see here today has been captured from the Xbox Series X, but I did pick it up on the Nintendo Switch as well because I wanted it as a handheld title. And by the way, it looks phenomenal on the OLED Nintendo Switch. Runs good too. So we get an art gallery here for every single title, and we'll get to what titles are included here. But for every title that is on this collection, you can scroll through artwork, you can zoom in on it, and you can also pull up the soundtrack for every title on this collection as well. So if you want to get nostalgic, you can do it. Now, make no mistake about it, this collection is really a Darkstalkers collection, and that is my favorite game of all time for fighting. We get both English as well as Japanese versions, from Darkstalkers to Night Warriors, Vampire Hunter, Vampire Savior, Vampire Hunter 2, Vampire Savior 2. I mean, it's pretty much all here. And if you're a Darkstalkers fan, this is great. Now, it also has games like Cyberbots. It has Super Puzzle Fighter 2, Gem Fighter. It's got Street Fighter, and then another title called Red Earth. But again, I picked this up because of Darkstalkers. And I said it before, I'll say it again, this is really a Darkstalkers collection. So if you've never played the series before, think of Street Fighter, think of that retro style fighting game, but with a really unique cast of characters. We've got vampires, we've got skeletons, we've got Frankenstein, we've got like bee ladies, succubus, you've got robots, you've got this crazy Little Red Riding Hood character. I mean, it's really unique, kind of darker, and quite fantastic in my opinion. I love the art style. I love everything about it. Now, you can also go into the settings and you get all the usual things here, but you can change the wallpaper if you're running in an original 4.3 display mode. So on the sides, you'll have different wallpaper. You can turn it off as well. And then the other thing you can do is you can set a display filter. And what this does is this will replicate almost like an arcade cabinet with the scan lines, the CRT scan lines, and you can cycle through and change that, or you can turn it off completely. I remember playing this game in the arcade when it first came out. I fell in love with it, picked it up on the PlayStation, the original. I ended up getting it on the Vita. I pretty much picked this game up whenever and wherever I could. I've got import copies of it. And so again, to my delight, hearing that this collection had so many versions of it available, it was a no-brainer for me. And like I say, if you've never checked it out, do yourself a favor. It's not that expensive a collection. You can get it, depending on when and where, for as low as $39. And you get a really good selection of games here in the Darkstalkers series. So have a look at it. Enjoy the footage that I've captured here for you. I'll come back towards the latter part of this video to just quickly show you what else is included. But yeah, here's some footage from Darkstalkers. One other thing I'll mention about the game is you can play it in single player, you can play it with someone side by side, or you can play it online in multiplayer. So that is also an option for you. I really wish Capcom would come and make a new version of Darkstalkers, similar to what we're going to be getting with Street Fighter. I think it'd be fantastic to have a next-gen version with upgraded graphics, maybe even some new characters. I think that would just be fantastic. But for now, we've got this, and I'm very, very happy with this collection. Now, as I mentioned, there are a couple of other titles on here. We've got Cyberbots, which admittedly, I really have not played much of these other titles here. This is a new one for me. Never played it before, but it's kind of a fighting game with robots, it appears to be. I'll spend some more time with this in the future. One of real interest to me that I just tapped into is Red Earth. And it's almost like you're fighting bosses at each level. And the artwork on this looks quite nice as well.
No mercy. Attack.
And as an added bonus, we have Street Fighter. And of course, I was never incredibly good at Street Fighter, but it's here and it's included alongside of all of those Darkstalker titles. Now, rounding out the collection, we also get Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. This is going to be similar to Columns by Sega, and I played this one before. It's actually pretty fun and quite addictive as well. And then we also have Super Gem Fighter. You're getting a look at that right here. Now, this whole collection is a no-brainer if you're into Darkstalkers. Even if you're into retro fighting like Street Fighter, I think it's worth a look. This is one of the first times that I can remember that you're getting so many Darkstalkers games in one package. So I am loving it. Hey, do me a favor. If you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. And while you're there, hit the bell notification to be notified when things go live. Thanks for watching.